it's happening in Grand Prairie, Texas. We're delighted you're in our viewing audience, and we are so thrilled. One more time, we're coming down the pike with the most wonderful Chamber of Commerce in all of the state of Texas, and probably in the world if we had to come to a test. And we're so pleased to have the president again today. And we're just so pleased, Miss Lynn. Wonderful,
Thank
wonderful, wonderful. And all of the things that are happening to the Chamber, I'm going to put it under your umbrella today.
All right.
What's happening?
Well, you know, as always, we've got so much going on. May I first thank our sustaining members?
Yes.
I'd like to do that. Our gold sustaining member, and these members are members that pay above and beyond their dues, their membership dues annually, to support the Chamber at a sustaining level. And our gold member is Encore Electric Delivery. Our silver member is JMH Printing, and we have several bronze members.
Yes.
B. Dunn and Company, the City of Grand Prairie Ford, Haynes and Boone, Lockheed Martin Missile and Fire Control, Lone Star Park at Grand Prairie, Medical Center of Arlington, Nokia Theater at Grand Prairie, Sunbelt Self-Storage, Texas Health Arlington Memorial Hospital, and the Thompson Group Classic Chevrolet.
Aren't you thrilled that these are continuing members even under the pressure of our economy these days, my
You know,
dear?
I am. These are the guys that understand it. These are the guys that get it, that when the Chamber is strong, the community is strong from the business that we help generate. And as we work with the city and those things come together, it's important for our community. These guys get that, and they continue to support us. And it's helped us a lot this year because, of course, as every other nonprofit, we've lost some of our support. But these guys have really stepped up to the plate and continue to do their part.
Well, I just pray that Grand Prairie hasn't lost too many of their wonderful businesses, because not only do you count on them, but the businesses and all of their employees and the families that are affected by maybe just one layoff or whatever.
Yes, that's true. You know, there's that trickle down through the community. It affects everything that we do.
We're going to say a prayer for all of these that are on your special list. But they get a lot of wonderful PR from you every time. Every time we go to your website, every time we see anything in print, they are there. They are there.
That's right.
That's good.
Yep. Let me talk a little bit about our business exchange breakfast. The next one is going to be July the 10th at 7:45 at the Chamber. This is a chance for networking and for you to get to know Chamber members. If you are a new Chamber member or if you're interested in joining our Chamber, this is a perfect place for you to step in because there are no strangers there. Once you come to one event, we do some things to make sure that everybody feels comfortable and everybody feels welcome. We give our 30-second elevator speech, which is kind of a 30-second introduction that I'm going to give you, trying to entice you to ask me more about my business, and we practice that at these sessions. And we have a great group, and that group is growing and growing. So this is a great place to advertise anything you do. If you're with a nonprofit, if you are have a business, if you have a home-based business, this is a great place for you to get business.
Well, do you have repeat customers that come back, say that if I come with my business, do I come 1 or 2 or 3 times, or am I expected to come at least 10 times, or do I come just whenever there's a change in my business?
You know, you can come as many times as you want, but what we've learned is that people buy from people they know, like, and trust.
Yes.
So if I meet you at one of these breakfast exchanges and we get to know each other because we come every month, after about 3 or 4 months, I'm going to know what you do. I'm going to know why your business is special. I'm going to trust you because I've seen you be consistent in the things you've done. And I might start referring business to you because I know that my word is going to be held up when people go to your business and do business with you. So that's the kind of thing we're developing there, and that's what happens. People telling other people. When you go to buy something, or if you're looking for a service, you're much more likely to take your friend's word or your can't think of the word, associate's word than just opening the yellow pages to see, because you know that your friend had the same thing, maybe been to their house and experienced it, and you trust that person. So that's what we're building here. It's about networking, and it's about getting leads for your business.
I know you're real pleased with the results you're getting from this, and
we're very pleased.
Keep on trucking.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
We're our Great Texas Scholar Program that used to kind of be a few months of the year is now a 12-month program.
Well, we just had the big happening about 3
We
months
did.
ago and had all the students out before they graduated. And
Yes.
big time had by all.
Absolutely.
And
And
now
you know,
we're
that's
getting
the
ready for-
culmination of all this work that we do in the fall.
Yes.
Well, now we've added the Christmas in July, and the Christmas in July will benefit Great Texas Scholars. So in the summer now, we're planning our Christmas in July, which is a live and silent auction, a wonderful luncheon, and it's in place of our regular luncheon. We'll be raising money to give for scholarships in the spring when our Great Texas Scholars qualify. And that program will start again, of course, rotating through in September.
Lynn McGinley, you know what that's going to do? That's going to give much more power to the Christmas in July, because otherwise it was kind of a flu thing. Just get your presents now and buy from us, and it was a wonderful happening. But you have one of the most wonderful reasons to do this for the Great Texas Scholars. That's going to compound more things, and you're going to be so proud you did this.
Well, I think so too. Now, we've done Christmas in July for scholarships,
Yes,
and they've been
yes,
civic committee
yes.
scholarships, but this is going to add more credibility to that Great Texas Scholar Program. So what we're trying to do is, instead of kind of competing with ourselves,
Yes.
we're focused on
Yes.
Great Texas Scholars, and we're dedicated to making those Great Texas Scholars, allowing some of them to have some help at school.
Well, the scholarships were wonderful, but they were on a different level.
They
were for
were.
people that could hustle their own scholarships in a way, but these students, you're hitting the core.
Well, we appreciate that, Miss Ruthie.
How about emergency preparedness? What on earth is that doing in the Chamber
In
of
the
Commerce
Chamber of
packet?
Commerce. You know, we look for something for all of our members because we have a lot of members that are nonprofits or small businesses or whatever. This particular membership base is our churches. And several churches have come to us and said, you know, when we got together and worked with the Katrina victims, or when we had Ike victims here, we felt a camaraderie in the community, and we liked that. So we'd like to take that a step further, and we would like to have some kind of training so that if things like that happen, Grand Prairie will know how to step up. The churches all know what their role is, and they're trained to do it. So we're going to start with some basic stuff that the Red Cross offers for free.
Oh.
So the first thing we're going to do is have a meeting of all the churches that are interested, and then we're going to get a list of when we can do these trainings. But the trainings are free, so that's great. Okay, so this is a resource to our community. So we're going to have them do CPR and first aid first, because you know that's critical right away. That's basic.
That's basic.
We can then go into things like shelter management and forklift certification and all those things it takes to manage a crisis. So we're going to be working on that, and we're going to be hearing more about that in the future.
You're not prophesying a very bad happening in Grand Prairie, Texas, but if it happens, you're
going to be
ready.
prepared.
You're ready.
That's right.
That is good.
That's absolutely right.
And imagine that coming from the churches. That is so unusual because usually things like that come from the safety committee, from organizations, businesses, and everything, but coming from the churches.
Well,
because
you know,
they're the ones where you got so many of your volunteers the last time we had trouble.
Absolutely, and they are the people who who want to care about other people. I mean, they're not the only people, of course, but this is a group of people that by their very nature are concerned about helping other people. And so I think it's a really good fit. And I'm pleased to have something that we can do with our churches specifically for our churches.
And something new.
That's right.
This is like a transfusion at the Chamber of Commerce.
There you go. Okay, I want to talk about this striking up business thing because people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Striking up business is a business after hours, which we have every month. But this month, in July, on the 23rd, we're going to go to Forum Bowl.
We haven't been to Forum since they gave up the Quaker State, have we?
I know. We haven't been there in a long time. You know, now I go to Forum Bowl, well, not during the summer, but I bowl a league at Forum Bowl, and we're there on Wednesdays. Of course, they're a great church chamber member, and they're always supporting us. But we thought it would be fun to take a business after hours to Forum Bowl and actually bowl. But we don't want people who are not bowlers to be intimidated.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3-man teams. It only costs $10 a person. That basically covers our expense. This isn't a fundraiser. You get your ball and you get your free shoes. Texas Roadhouse is going to give us dinner, so that's worth $10 in itself.
Yeah.
You're going to bowl 3 games, but you're not going to bowl a game where your name is next to a score. So if you're not a good bowler, you won't be embarrassed, because it's going to be a rotation. Like I would bowl a frame, you would bowl a frame, Don would bowl a frame, okay? And then you just rotate through a game. So it's a team score at the end of the game. At the end of the first game, you can wager all your points and answer a trivia question. And if you get it right, that's like your handicap for the 3 games. So you get additional score. So if a really good bowling team doesn't answer their trivia and wager all their points, they could go to 0, and you could double your points.
Yes.
So it's fair for all. We'll have tons of door prizes.
And fun.
And fun. So this is a great thing to come out. And it's in July. It's going to be indoors in the air conditioning.
And who's in the chairman of this happening? Or do you have a chairman, or are you?
Well, this is Business After Hours, and Greg Cashman staffs our Business After Hours.
Okay.
But this is kind of something that I came up with that I thought would be a fun thing to do in Grand Prairie.
You are the chairman, and you're determined to see it go, and it'll go. So
it'll go. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about this. This will be fun.
Yes.
And as with all our events, this is all about networking and getting to know people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bonding a little.
Bonding a lot. Yes. Once you bowled with somebody, you're pretty tight.
Y'all almost can.
Almost can. That's right. The Taste of Grand Prairie and Community Spotlight. We've been getting a lot of calls about this. We've been getting calls because it's usually held in February. But the reason we're not is because we're going to do a huge celebration out at Quick Trip Park. We're going to be celebrating the centennial again, for one thing, have big birthday happening. So it's going to be a big birthday party. And Amy Sprinkles is working on that part, so that'll be great. But we're going to expand our taste to other businesses. So if you have a business and you want us to meet our community, we're going to have the community come out and you have a chance to talk one-on-one, face-to-face with your potential consumer. So it's going to be September the 24th at Quick Trip Park. It's on a Thursday. We're going to be undercover. We're going to have booths for everybody. That'll be piped and draped, so you'll have your own area. And it's going to be a really great event. And if it wasn't enough, we haven't set the ticket price yet. As soon as we do, we'll never let everybody know. But you'll come in. Our restaurants will be there. You'll get to eat. And then we need to. And then at the end, the city's going to do fireworks for us.
Oh, good.
Won't that be great?
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
No, I'm sorry.
Anything, website, real quick?
Website, www.grandprairichamber.org. Phone number, 972-264-1558. Call us. We'll be happy to talk to you.
Oh, and it's just been wonderful, Lynn McGinley. It has just been wonderful. And after this is over, I have an idea that we're going to spring on you that maybe we can use for the 100th anniversary of the City of Grand Prairie and the Chamber in concert.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's work on that. Let's keep our minds working, shall we?
Okay, we'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ruthie.
Appreciate you. And we'll be right back for the rest of our show.
And in other news in the Greater Tuna area, Sheriff Buford Givens has just arrested another lousy litter bug.
Nailed his tail.
Find his hiney.
Clipped his knicker.
Put him away.
Under the jail.
He did.
He did.
He did. And I have news for all you potential litter bugs out there. When you're messing with tuna, you're messing with Texas.
Oh, don't mess with Texas.
Don't do it.
And in other related news,
Welcome back, and we are very excited today. Arts, 1st and 2nd and 3rd in Grand Prairie, Texas, for the next 2 weeks at least. And Libby Clausen, we're just so pleased to have you with us. And you have the most magnificent guest with you from the Grand Prairie Arts Council, but necessarily from the Uptown Theater, and necessarily as a past president of that organization of yours that is so important. And are we going to her first?
Yes, ma'am, please. This is Dr. Denise Rodrigue.
Yes.
She is past president of the Grand Prairie Arts Council, currently on the board of directors, thank goodness. Don't know what we would do without her. And she is the artistic director for The Music Man, our summer musical that opens on Thursday, June 25th and runs through Sunday, July 5th.
All right. And she's prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Always.
And you brought her special. Didn't you dress her up beautifully today?
Thank you very much.
Dr.
I
Denise
appreciate
Rodrigue,
that.
welcome back to the show, my
Thank
dear.
you so much. I just always am amazed that you keep getting younger and we keep getting older, but it's Benjamin Button. Anyway, thank you for having us again.
Yes.
And I wanted to say just a few words about the show. I'm terribly, terribly proud of it. And the main reason is that we have 80 people in the cast. That doesn't count the 20 orchestra people we have. But what we were talking about was all of the Grand Prairie people that have come back and have taken not only leading roles, but leading work things in this.
Yeah.
So we have our choreographer, Eric Kreiner, is one of Grand Prairie's finest. And we have Eric Camarillo, who is the orchestra director. And that goes on and on. The sets are gorgeous. Matt Betts is in charge of that, and help me out, who am I forgetting? Oh, Carla Chandler is in charge of the, how many children are there?
25 children.
25 children, and Carla Chandler has done this number with them that you're not going to believe. It's just darling. There are so many wonderful things about this show. The main thing is come see the theater, because that's really our star. Come see the theater, get out of this heat, and come back us up, come be a part of this, and come see the Music Man with all of these people. It's wonderful.
And even before there was Libby, there was always Dr. Rodrigue in the background pitching and throwing a fit because you wanted a place for the Arts Council to meet.
Thank you.
Or for the arts to meet. From South Grand Prairie High School, where you ruled and reigned for many years in many different aspects of that, we're just so glad to have you back and in the forefront where you really wanted to be and where we wanted you to be.
I think it was 20 years was a dream in the making.
Yes.
And because, of course, of this lady and so many of Grand Prairie people who wanted a place for the arts.
Did you ever dream that you would have an overabundance of volunteers to come and play in a musical, even the Music Man?
Not 80.
Not 80.
No. But my philosophy is if they want to be a part of this, they should be a part of it. So I'm going to find something for them to do. I'm going to find some place for them to stand and come see it, because it's a three-ring circus, and it is just amazing how all of these people interact with each other and that we're able to do this. The Josh Yancey, the chorus, some of the choral numbers are just terrific. So back us up, come see it.
Yes. And of all of the things that you had to undergo when you brought all of these people together, what was the most surprising of all of these 80 people that you received? Some that had experience, some that had never been inside the Uptown. Which one or two of those really surprised you that they would come and offer to be in a play or a musical in Grand Prairie, Texas?
Mark Freeman walked up to us, and he was ushering for the Uptown, and he said he would like to try this. He's our mayor, and he's never done this before. He's never set foot on a stage, and he's having so much fun. And he talked about this to the 80 last night, about how this was just a once-in-a-lifetime thing for him and how much fun he's having. And so things like that are fun. And then I looked over at, we have another young man named Anthony Coca, and he's done a couple of shows for us, but he's grown up with us, and he's in charge of the little boys band. And to see those little kids try to look like him and try to walk like him, and he's in charge of them, how wonderful is that? That we have kids that are growing up with our organization.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And how has the Uptown staff been treating this Arts Council?
Oh, listen, I'm telling you, they go in there and turn down the air so it'll be as cool as possible for us.
Yes.
They are there for us, and I can't say enough about that staff. Anything that if something's not going right or whatever, if we're having problems with the curtain or anything like that, Elspeth and her staff are right there for us. So we certainly, and thank you for bringing that up, we certainly appreciate that.
Will that be 5 performances, 3 on the night times, And then 2 on a Sunday afternoon?
No, ma'am. Just one on the Sunday.
Just one on the
Yes.
Sunday is all we're
Yes.
having?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But now there
But
are
2
actually 8 performances of the show.
All right.
July, it opens on Thursday,
Yes.
June 25th
Yeah.
through June 27th. That's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
And then on June 28th, which is Sunday, there's a 2 p.m. matinee.
Yes.
And then the weekend of July 4th, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of
Yes.
July, it's an 8 p.m. performance. And then on July 5th is our final matinee
So
at
there's
2.
actually 8 performances.
Yes,
then.
ma'am, 8 performances. So you can't
So I
miss
have a
it.
choice.
With all the things going on in the Metroplex over 4th of July, you still have an opportunity to see our show.
Oh, that is
And it is the
wonderful.
best value for your money you will find anywhere in the Metroplex. You can get a ticket for as low as $8.
Okay.
For seniors and students, and the basic prices, if you come with a group of 10 or more, $8, all the way up to the premium seats that are $20. So it's affordable for everyone.
Isn't she a hawker?
She is. I do want to say this. We understand that the first show is almost sold out.
Oh, it is.
And yes, and that we're really growing in numbers. So please don't count on the fact that you can walk up to the box office and buy a ticket.
Yeah.
You need to contact the Uptown Theater and to immediately get on that. And we want to push everybody to come on July the 4th.
July the 4th.
Yes.
That's the magic day.
Yes. So
Yes.
please come. And I guarantee you, everybody's going to have fun with this show. If you don't enjoy it, come see me, and I'll buy that ticket back from you.
How wonderful. Now that's a bargain.
Yes.
All right.
And while she's talking about 4th of July, it is going to be a special day for us.
Yeah.
We are having a reception from 6 to 7:30 p.m. that night before the show.
That's the Arts
And-
Council?
Yes, ma'am. The Grand
right.
Prairie Arts Council. We are unveiling our donors plaque in the lobby of the Uptown Theater. The folks that originally, we had 141 plaques sold for our theater chair
Yeah.
program to help with the community arts center, and those are all going in a very large plaque that's going to be in a predominant place in the Uptown lobby. So the public is welcome to come. We're going to have a good old-fashioned 4th of July with apple pie and hot dogs. It'll be complimentary from 6 to 7:30. Come see the brand new plaque, enjoy some ice cream social type activity, and then stay and see the show that night, 4th of July.
Well, that's wonderful. Anything else you'd like to add before I go to her for the other information? Would you like to look out into your guest camera
My guest
and
camera.
invite everyone?
Come see the show. Get out of the heat and come see the show. If you have not seen the Uptown, I cannot tell you what an experience you've missed. Come see the show.
All right. What else is going on with the Arts Council Deluxe?
Well, we always have new things coming up. So the next thing I'm really excited about after the Music Man, we move to our children's whole month of programming. At the Uptown Theater, it's July at the Uptown, Summer in the Arts.
Yeah.
And each week we have a different program for kids ages 5 to 18, and now's the time to register your kids. Very reasonably priced at $115 a week.
Okay.
The first week, Children of the Strings Orchestra is presenting an orchestra camp. That starts the week of July the 6th through the 11th.
Okay.
July 13th through 18th is our annual children's production with
okay.
Missoula Children's Theater, Jack and the
Wonderful.
Beanstalk.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Oh,
going to be fun.
Yes.
Then July 20th through 25th, we are doing Dance Expression with a young lady out of Dallas, Leela Bell, who's going to have a dance camp for us, and we're going to have a recital on Friday night to present what the kids have learned. And then the last week, July 27th through August 1st, we have Art Explosion with our teacher Kelly Gessner with the Grand Prairie School District, as well as Merle Knox and some of the other folks. Larry Sanchez from the Association of Grand Prairie Artists are going to have an art camp for the kids. They're going to present some great artists, and the kids will be able to create masterpieces of art
Yes.
that mimic those artists that we study for that week, and then we'll conclude that with an art show. So each camp is $115 a week. We do have scholarships available for residents of Grand Prairie because we want any child who wants to participate to be able to participate. And that fee will include everything they need for the camp, plus they'll get a camp t-shirt.
Oh,
So we're real excited to be taking over the Uptown Theater in July for our children's programming. First year we've done a whole month of programming, and we hope to get it off to a good start and make it an annual event there at the Uptown the whole month of July so that our kids can stay right here in Grand Prairie and enjoy a whole month of arts instead of having to go to other communities around us.
We thought the 4th of July, the nation had charge of everything, but the youth in Grand Prairie, Texas, in the Arts Council are taking over the rest of the month of July,
yes, ma'am,
right?
we are.
Yes.
And we have had people, we had our dress rehearsal for the show, and the dress rehearsal audience could not believe all the children we had. So it is really great to have this many kids, and now we have a whole month of programming designed just for them.
Well,
And then we also want artists to remember our annual Juried Art Show.
All right.
They can go online to artsgp.com to the Juried Art Show page and download a brochure to fill out to enter our art show.
Yes.
The deadline is August the 18th, and the show will be in September at the Grand Prairie Memorial Library.
Now is the time.
Yes, ma'am, to start getting your artwork ready.
That's right.
Special category honoring Grand Prairie's 100th birthday with a
Anniversary.
Grand Prairie My Hometown category in that art show this year.
That's wonderful. You've given us lots of information, and I'm going to cut you short. And if I finish my announcement that I really have promised that I would make, the Rick Sarabia family have let us know by email that we are very proud to announce that their daughter, Alana Sarabia, is Miss San Antonio. We miss them here in Grand Prairie, Texas, because they were wonderful, wonderful residents of our city. And Alana was a wonderful, wonderful warrior at South Grand Prairie High School. And now she's competing in the Miss Texas pageant this weekend, and we are so thankful that we knew about it, and we're very happy to congratulate her, and the city of Grand Prairie is as proud of her as if she were Miss Grand Prairie instead of Miss San Antonio. Congratulations again, Alana. We're very proud of you.
We will claim Alana Sarabia
there
as
you
well. She is a product of the Arts Council. She was in Annie in 1999. She has done music here in town with the Music Teachers Association. She's been in many of our shows, and she also was a recipient of our Fine Arts Scholarship when she graduated and started college. So there you go. That's the reason the Grand Prairie Arts Council exists, to do things like that, to bring kids up in the arts and move them along into adulthood and provide that nurturing environment for the arts. So we are so excited for young people like Alana to grow up well, and we feel like we're part of that.
You really are part of that, and if she becomes Miss Texas, I think you'll probably be wearing a halo.
I think we will. We will claim that. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you, dear.
God bless you and all of your adventures in one of the most wonderful works for the city of Grand Prairie, Texas, the Grand Prairie Arts Council, that waited a long time to become it at the Uptown. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
And this is Ruthie Jackson reminding you that it's really happening in Grand Prairie, Texas under the direction of two famous ladies on the dais today.